All right, YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So let's get straight into this video. Let's talk about how you're a boss, right? You have an entrepreneurial spirit. So if you're watching this video, you're probably someone who already knows this, right? So just take this as a confirmation, but you'll feel it in your spirit if it's for you. But what I mean by the fact that you're a boss is you've always been someone that's been entrepreneurial, right? You're always someone that's like thought outside the box, that did their own thing, that had their own ideas, that tried to do many different types of things, right? You were someone that was a doer, not just a thinker or a talker, but you were someone that does things, right? You do things. And this is how you're made. This is why a lot of you, I've seen that it's hard for you to like maybe keep a job, work a 9 to 5. Like there's nothing wrong with these things, but not everybody's made to do the same thing, right? So this is for you people that you don't fit in these type of scenarios, right? Because you're supposed to be a entrepreneur, you're supposed to be a boss, right? You're supposed to be your own leader. And whether if you're watching this video, you might be someone that already has their own thing going for them, or you may be in the process of it, or you may just know this, but you're not in that zone yet to where you're actually doing it, right? But either way, though, this is for you. So if you're somebody that always naturally got attention, someone that had their own ideas, someone that kind of never followed the crowd, somebody that had people follow you too. You could have had a lot of people just want to like listen to you or like speak to you ever since like you were younger. You just always been this like natural type of leader, right? Or a boss. It's because that's who you're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to do. So God has granted you these gifts, these qualities for you to do the thing that you're supposed to do. Because in order to be your own boss or like an entrepreneur, you're gonna have to have certain qualities, and these qualities are you're gonna have to have this fire inside of you. Every person who has an entrepreneurial spirit has this fire inside of them, right? And that fire comes from the Most High. It's a fire that doesn't ever go away, right? This is why you can fall and get up 24/7, right? The righteous fall 7, get up 8. You can fall so many times and then get up, fall, then get up, fall, then get up, fall, then get up, get up, get up, get up, constantly. Like you could try to give up, but like your own spirit won't let you give up. You'll just keep going. You'll keep moving. You'll keep trying things, right? That's a quality entrepreneurial spirit has, because it's not a thing that's easy to do. It's not a thing that is written for you to do. It's something that you do based on your own discernment and your intuition, right? You follow your own self to it. And another quality the entrepreneurial spirit has is the fact that they resist things that don't feel freeing. So you could be someone that has like a different perspective of being free, right? Like maybe the world thinks being free is, having that job, having the American dream, right? That's freedom to them. But for you, it's like for you working for yourself, doing your own thing, having your own thing paid off, having all your own, not having people tell you what to do, not having anyone control your life, right? You're probably that type of person to where like it's hard for you to tolerate that type of stuff. So structured things like schools and like jobs for you have always felt like restricting to you, because they're restricted by nature, and you're someone that's more of a free spirit. So anytime there's a free spirit in a space where you can't be 100% yourself and you can't say whatever you want to say, it's going to feel restricting, right? You're going to feel like you're like caged in. That's why I spoke about you're like a caged lion, right? Like in a lot of your life, you've been this like caged lion. Before you go into that purpose, you just feel like you've been stuck. Like you've been kept stuck in a little small cage, right? And it's supposed to feel like that for you, because you're not meant to tolerate that type of stuff. It's just not for you. And take this as confirmation if you've been feeling this, but you didn't think it was real, or you thought it was just like a delusion or something. No, it is real. What you're feeling is valid, right? It's not anything to do with arrogance. It's not anything to do with envy. It's just who you are. You're someone that's meant to be free. You're someone that seeks freedom in every single aspect of your life, right? That's what you're supposed to be. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. You carry that same spirit, so you're going to seek this freedom, right? So anything that takes away from your freedom, you're going to resist. You're going to resist things. So things that take away your freedom, like certain jobs to where you get held down and you can't do what you want to do, it's going to start to frustrate you a lot because it's taking away your freedom. Like, you're not going to be able to do the things that you want to do. You're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel like you're getting controlled. And if you're watching this video, you're someone that probably hates getting controlled. You're not someone that likes to be told what to do. You're not someone that likes to be told what the right thing is to do. You're someone that listens to themselves, right? Their spirit, what their spirit is saying, what God is saying, right? So having this entrepreneurial spirit requires a lot of strength. So because it requires a lot of strength, you go through a lot of trials and tribulations. That's what makes you stronger. It's just the truth about our life is suffering makes people stronger. Sometimes it could destroy people, God forbid. But the majority of the time, suffering makes a person stronger. Whatever that suffering looks like, whatever the challenges are, all of these things that have happened in your life, whatever these things are, have made you a better person, a stronger person, a wiser. And I'm not saying they didn't scar you or they didn't have an effect on you or like they didn't hurt. But you came out on the other side, right? You end up becoming a new person. You got some new knowledge now. You got some more strength. You got more confidence because you know what you can handle. So if you're an entrepreneurial spirit, you're going to be thrown in the fire. You're going to be thrown in the fire, right? When you get thrown in the fire, that's what tests you the hardest. That's what tests every aspect about your life, whether that's through finances, through yourself, through your own attitude, through your pride. It like burns off all the impurities from you, right? That's what God does. And if you're watching this video, you know that you're someone that's chosen, right? So anyone that's chosen, this is what your life is going to be like. It's going to be as if something is guiding your life and like making things happen in your life. And it's because it's God. God's hand is on your life and it's been on your life. So this is why your life has had weird like turn of events or like weird things happen or like certain things go south and then one thing happens, you get thrown with one hand and get caught with the other hand. Like your life has been like a perfect example of these things, right? So this is also why you get put into isolation for a while. You get put into a place to where you're alone most of the time, because if you don't get put into a place to where you're alone and you're around people the whole time, you're going to be constantly dealing with the same thing, the same cycle. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be feeling purposeless. You're going to feel like you're supposed to be doing something else, but you don't know what it is. So in divine timing, in God's timing, you get put into this isolation period. And that's the period to where you start to know who you actually are. But during the isolation too, you get put into the fire as well. So because God starts to take away the things that are not for you and give you the things that are supposed to be for you. So there's going to be a lot of things that are painful. There's going to be a lot of things that you learn there that you didn't want to learn, but you had to learn, right? You're going to have a lot of these lessons thrown at you. You're going to have a lot of these battles thrown at you. You're going to have a lot of these stressors thrown at you. You're going to have a lot of these things to where the only thing you could do is trust God, right? You get put into these situations to where in your power, you can't do anything else. Like you've ran out of options and everything. The only thing you can do is trust God, and God puts you into these situations for a reason. As stressful as these could be, as annoying as these could be, God does these because he shows you that it doesn't matter what your life looks like, he could turn it around in any aspect, right? And then you end up gaining more confidence in yourself and God, and you end up figuring out that you can handle anything, right? You could do anything. So it's all for your benefit. As hard as it is to see, it's all for your benefit, right? And this is what makes someone a boss, an entrepreneur, right? A leader. That's what makes somebody this type of person. The fire is what makes somebody this type of person. The traumas, the struggles are what makes someone this type of person. It all builds them to be the person that they're created to be, right? It all builds you. So this is why it's been like hard for you. This is why it feels like you've been under fire for a long time. This is why it feels like the challenges in your life don't let up. It's like one after the other. It's like something just doesn't let up in your life. The spiritual warfare gets heavy, right? It gets really heavy because you're someone that's created to make an impact. You make an impact in a lot of people's lives. And you've probably seen this about yourself before. It could have been with strangers, complete strangers or friends. But you make a powerful impact in people whenever you speak. or whenever you just have like a tiny little conversation with them, you make a bigger impact than you think. And you could have had this told to you, or you could have just seen it happen for yourself, to where like something that you could have said, the person started doing exactly what you said. And like you could have forgot about the whole conversation, and then you're like, wait, what? They heard me? They listened to me when I said that? So yeah, you have this certain type of power to you, because you're a natural leader. So a lot of times when you speak, people are gonna take it seriously. People are gonna listen, right? And since life and death is in the power of the tongue, you speak life, because you carry the Spirit of God. You speak life. You don't speak death to your situation or to people. You always speak life. So you've probably seen people come to life whenever you start to speak. You see someone go from being dim and dark to they get brighter, they start to speak more. Or you could have been around someone that is heavily guarded, and then you look at them and speak to them, and you break their guard, right? They start to open up, they start to speak. This is a powerful ability that you have. This is what you do as someone who is a leader, right? A leader brings things out of people. It brings things out of people that they didn't know they had. It brings strength out of people. It brings faith out of people. It brings wisdom out of people. It brings trust out of people. You bring the good things out of people. This is what makes you so powerful, because the enemy knows that you do this, and the enemy wants people to destroy themselves, right? The enemy wants people stuck in slavery and sin and in hatred and envy and all these things. The enemy wants people stuck in these things and taking these things seriously. Whenever you come and speak, the enemy knows that you speak life, you speak freedom. You speak freedom to people, you speak the truth to people, you break the illusions around you, you break the illusions that people have, right? So that's what makes you get attacked a lot. That's why the enemy could have attacked your voice, the enemy could have attacked your finances, the enemy could have attacked your health, the enemy could have attacked whatever aspect it is. The enemy could have attacked your, mental. It's all on what your greatest strengths are. That's what you're going to get attacked in. And I spoke about this in one of my older videos. If you're highly gifted, you're going to suffer correlated to like the strength or gifts that you have. So if you're someone that is maybe a gifted speaker, like you're really good at conversations, and you know how to really, really connect with people, that's what the enemy's going to attack. So it's going to be an attack of maybe like it's a physical thing, like your voice gets affected, or maybe it's like a mental thing to where like you're scared to speak, or like you can't speak up or something for whatever reason. But yeah, the things that have attacked you throughout your whole life has always been something that you have that's powerful, right? So it's a thing of value. So if you've had your voice attacked in your life, then you know your voice is powerful. If you've had let's say your mental attacked in your life, right? You get hit by things like anxiety, depression, or whatever, PTSD. You get hit by these things hard is because your mind holds a lot of power as well. So it's going to get attacked. It's anything in your life that has power is going to be attacked. So this is what causes you to go through all these things, right? And it feels like it's really correlated to like something that you have. It's like you're trying to do one thing, but something's trying to prevent that from happening, right? That's how your life goes. If you're someone who's chosen, right, created to be a leader or entrepreneur or a boss, that's what it's going to be like. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, if this resonated with you, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. If you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.